Today I want to talk a little bit of spirituality and mental health. I know. There have been a couple of situations in my life where I genuinely believed that I was being punished by some sort of force out there in the world, because why else in the world would I be going through this massive negative thing in my life? As human beings, it's completely common and normal for us to feel like we are being picked on, or that why is this happening in my life? It's easy to also feel a little bit of the victim mode that comes with things when they're not going well for us. And what I've learned over the years with those experiences where I really felt like I was being picked on or I was being punished for something that I didn't even know I had done, it allowed me to recognize that in those moments when I'm feeling like the universe or karma, whatever you want to name it, is punishing me, if I slow down enough and I'm able to see the longevity of that particular situation, I'm able to realize that in that moment, I was actually getting planted and rooted. So I know there have been certain things in my life that have happened where I thought it was literally going to break me in ways that I didn't even think was possible. And it actually helped me realize, holding this perspective, it allowed me to see my strength. It allowed me to see my resilience. And there have been many instances where I can look back at a particular decision where something happened that I didn't necessarily want to go in a particular direction, but it was actually the direction I needed to go, because then I can connect the dots of, oh, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't go to this particular situation, and that particular situation wouldn't lead me to this thing. I know many of us have had instances where we can look at something that is really challenging or negative that's happening in our life, and in the moment we can lose sight of the bigger picture or what the future is going to be, because we can only see maybe 100 feet ahead of us. But when we're able to look back at that same situation that maybe was the most scariest thing or the most negative thing that happened to us or really impactful, the reality is when we're looking back at that situation, we can find a couple more dots in our life or a couple more situations where, had that particular layoff or that particular move or that particular relationship situation hadn't happened, we might not be in this particular different place that we are in today. If you are going through something that's really heartbreaking or really impacting you in a negative way, and you're feeling like the world is closing in, or you're feeling like you're being punished, maybe you've done something in your past life that you're getting punished for, and what is going on? I'm here to tell you, because of my own lived experience, I felt that way. I felt that way. I was angry. I was upset. I genuinely believed, what have I done in my past life that I'm getting so incredibly punished for this particular situation? But the reality is that particular situation really helped me get rooted, really helped me get grounded, really helped me see my own strength and resilience. And I would have never been able to see that strength or resilience had it not been for that situation. Now, am I saying I want to wish that situation on other people? No, but I do want to tell you, it is important to hold some sort of perspective where you're seeing that this particular situation has a lesson or has a way for planting and rooting me. Because if we only see this situation for its negativity or for the fact that it's punishing us, we're bound to confirm that bias over and over again and see many other situations pretty much confirming that thesis. So allow yourself to slow down and allow yourself to see, even if it's one thing that is working for you, it's important for us to see that we may actually be getting rooted or planted. The reason I mentioned that this is connected to spirituality, but also connected to mental health, is in order for me to believe this mindset, I have to uphold this value where there's something bigger than me, which is much more spiritual. And from the mental health perspective, it actually is also very helpful because remember, my brain is confirming multiple stimuli with the thesis I have formed. So if my worldview is that people are out to get me or the world is against me, that's what my messaging is being confirmed by my brain. That's the evidence I'm receiving over and over again. But it allows us to help a different mindset where I may be also being set up for something that I can't see right this moment, because most of us in multiple situations when we look back, we're able to pick those dots or put those dots together and see that there were things that were actually working for us, even if in the moment it felt like it was the most, impactful thing negatively in our lives. Let me know in the comments below when you've had situations that have been genuinely impactful to you, where you felt like this was gonna be the worst case scenario and I can't believe this is happening to me. And then years later, months later, you're able to see that it actually helped you get planted and rooted and grounded. Let me know. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow. And follow me on social media at The Indian Counselor.